After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me.
I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Hello and welcome to Winning Wednesday. It is the last hump day of the year. We all are getting ready for the new year. We have a outspread of this variant that's running rampant through the city. So we want to make sure that we all mask up. But I have a very special guest today. You all know I am a big foodie. So I pulled over in traffic for this one because you know I'm working. I stay working. But I pulled over in traffic for this one so that we can talk to the one and only, all the way from Memphis, now located in Dallas, Texas, the one and only Mr. Clarence, owner and operator of the Baby Shack Ribs. Welcome, Mr. Clarence.
How you doing today?
I am doing good. Mr. Clarence, you know the trouble I had trying to get through today, but nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing was going to let me stop me from letting the people know about the Baby Back Shack. And I called it ribs because all I think about is your ribs. I'm from St. Louis and I've had my way down to your spot. So I just want to introduce you and just talk about a few things being a business owner through this pandemic. This weekend is New Year's Eve, and we know that is a time where people gather and eat food. But in the case of pandemic, how are you doing down there at the Baby Back Shack?
Well, I can just say that being deemed an essential business at the time COVID started was a big benefit. I didn't have to make any changes other than I lost my dining area. But I have been very well supported and sort of held my ground. There have been some challenges, but hey, that's life.
Yeah, we all face challenges. I faced one today trying to talk to you, but it didn't stop me.
Oh, yeah,
it definitely didn't stop me.
We had a bit of a challenge.
That's how we're going to do, Mr. Clarence. We're going to end this new year in the way we want to spend it. And you know how that is. That is pushing forward with what we know our purpose is for, right?
We must support our Black businesses. We got to support them and keep them in line.
We got to support our Black businesses. So let's talk about your barbecue and your establishment down there. It's a Memphis style barbecue. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Memphis style barbecue and how long you've been in business?
All right. This dream started back in October 23rd, 1995. I was previously a City of Dallas employee for 13 years. 7 of those 13 years, I worked at the Dallas Convention Center. And being a event coordinator, the most asked questions from our visitors and attendees when they arrive in Dallas, Texas, is they want to taste some barbecue, they want to get a cowboy hat or vest. But I could not accurately, being from Memphis, living in Dallas, give them a great barbecue restaurant. I was trained to mention certain names who supported the hospitality industry, but they would always come back to me and ask, was that the best we could offer, being Dallas in the barbecue game? Austin, Texas has a great history of barbecue. I've been up there a couple of times and I was impressed, but it is nothing like Tennessee pit barbecue. And what I call it Memphis style is we prepare our meats. The meats have a sensitivity class before they go into the smoker.
Okay.
That means you rub it down with a rub that will not allow you to put barbecue sauce on it.
And I know what it tastes like. Oh, yeah. My goodness. When you say rub it down, see, that's that food made with love. Y'all heard Mr. Clarence say he rubs it down. And that's that food made with love. It's fall off the bone, too. I'm not trying to do a commercial. I didn't even know I would ever have the pleasure of meeting you personally, but I have enjoyed your food. The baked potatoes. I have no words for the baked potatoes, but I'll let you finish talking. Okay, you rub the meat down. It's a process. Go ahead.
Well, in my early years of the 90s, a young food critic named Katrina Stovall wrote a touching story about her experience in Baby Back Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in December of 95 in the Guide magazine. She gave me 3.5 stars. And I was rather impressed because I hadn't been open by 30 days.
Okay.
But her story fueled me to take this journey seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Barbecue is really a cultural thing. And I noticed that a lot of the success and attention are given to the white barbecue houses. They get all the
Mm-hmm.
recognition, they get all the media, and they are voted number one when they're no way close to being number one. So that has bothered me, but I am a competitive American, African American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
So my duty was to go out and create a product that would be culturally sensitive for all races.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that I've done my job. And when I first started trying to smoke meats, I didn't know a lot about brisket. And I think I got a terrible whooping from John Tafford, Tiffany Derry, and John Besh. I was on a TV show called Hungry Investors. I was the first story.
Mm-hmm.
So that garnered 4 million viewers. But I didn't know how to treat a brisket with the love and compassion and understanding that Texas people and the people of the West like. So I spent a lot of time trying to work on a seasoning that would not only tame a brisket, but tame all meats. And I wasn't successful in getting that type of flavor off the shelves. So I started mixing chef products like a mad scientist. And it came out okay, but the biggest problem was it was too salty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big problem in the smoked meat industry. If a meat is tender and it's good, sometimes it's salty.
Okay.
So that's why you shouldn't use such things as seasoning salt or Lowry's or meat tenderizer, because that just gives you too much of a sodium.
So do you sell that rub?
I created Shack Rub in 2014.
Okay.
It is a beautiful blended product of herbs and spices.
Yeah, let's see. I think
right there.
Okay, there it is, live
bottle.
and in person. Because I know we have a picture of the Shack Rub, but there it is, live and in person.
Oh yes, it is the Emmett Smith of seasoning. It will run over anything: chicken, beef, pork, seafood, goat, lamb. I mean anything, any meat that you desire. Shack Rub would run it over, make it flavorful, gain some attention from your audience because they're going to ask you, how did you get to that flavor? And hey, it just take a little time and some smart thinking, and you can be just like me, cooking like the king of barbecue.
So if I use the Shack Rub, I don't need any other seasoning on my meat.
You don't need nothing.
I'm excited. I'm coming to get me some Shack Rub today because I'm right in your area.
It will entertain 100 and right. If you do it sparsely, you can do 120 pounds. But you know, I like to go medium. I don't go heavy with Shack Rub. You can go medium with it, and you got a great effect on everything. I did about 30 smoked turkeys for Thanksgiving, and you just be amazed how much Shack Rub will affect a turkey. You put it up in the middle of it, you shack it down good on inside of it. Oh yeah, you got to be shacking it to make it work.
Shack it down. I like that. I'm coming to pick me up some. So just for New Year's Eve, Iris, what you doing? I'm shacking it down, baby.
That's what we're gonna do. Shack and groove, baby, all day.
Okay, so can you tell us your address and where you're located?
I'm located south of the Dallas Convention Center. It's called Baby Back Shack at 1800 South Acker Street. And if you get to Corinth, you've gone too far. So you need to come back 2 blocks and look to your left.
Mm-hmm. And it's safe. Let me tell everybody, it's safe. I go down there often. It's safe. It's always a police officer in there eating or getting food. So they always outside, sitting in the car eating or in line with us. So it's definitely safe. It's a clean family environment. Do we have a picture of? Yes, look at that clean family environment. And it's nothing like a black establishment that is just clean and impeccable and inviting. So I commend you on just keeping everything so inviting.
That was the biggest challenge I was trying to do for my race of people and the world. I've been in Italian restaurants, French restaurants, Mexican restaurants, and I see their culture displayed all over the place. So what I liked in when I was growing up, that my parents didn't take me to a place where I sit down. It was black, it was beautiful, it was tight, and the food was great. So that was my goal.
Okay. And let's see, do we have a shot of the outside of the building so we can show them what they're pulling up to? Or I just can't say enough of how I am proud. I don't even know you personally, just proud of your establishment, and I just look forward to everyone coming in town and it being deemed the place to go in Dallas for barbecue. And I want to see lines wrapped around the building. So we just got to get the word out and make sure people know that you're there and that you do your food with love, and that you have worked years to get this thing perfected. Now let's talk about some of my other favorites on the menu. We know you have ribs. What are some of the other favorites on your menu?
I do Cornish game hens.
Mm.
I do Cajun boudin. I just cannot keep enough boudin in this restaurant for my Louisiana friends.
They just don't. Yeah, I heard that. And it's a lot of Louisiana friends in Dallas. So
we have the shack platter, which is ribs, beef, boneless chicken, breast, smoked, link sausage, and boudin. Those 5 meats are on the shack platter. And if you can knock all that out in here and get on to work or go on about your business, you are great. You are super. It is a hell of a plate. I think 2 people can eat on it. But I tell you, that's one of the premier meals that I have here. But I do 2 meat, 3 meat combos. You can pick it like you want to. We'll get it the way you want it, and it will be ready. And I work on trying to be better every day. There, in food, that you can't be consistent unless you put some attention and focus in it. So I pray every day before I open these doors that the smoker is going to work, that the people will arrive on time, and I service them. So if I don't make that prayer when I first walk in, I'm not online. So I've been successful because I've been blessed. And my audience is not just Black people, it's the people of our world.
Amen.
I fed a man from India yesterday. He bought 5 slabs.
I know he did.
It was his first time there. So I was just wondering, why would you go and buy this much meat and you haven't tried the track out yet? But he said he had read so many great reviews about my dedication to this project that he knew that he had made the right choice. So that's what I wake up with every day. I think more people show up at Shack on time than they do at church.
Exactly. Well, one of my favorites is that baked potato. I love that loaded baked potato. And when I tell you, if I get it at lunch, I have to take a nap on the side of the road before I drive out 75. It's just that comfort food. You just have that comfort, home seasoned. It's just delicious. And I just encourage everybody to get down there New Year's Eve. Okay, so with the pandemic, and now they're starting to close some restaurants and the capacities in certain cities. I don't know what the city of Dallas is doing so far. I've been trying to keep an ear out. But do you have any type of delivery that's going to run for New Year's Eve?
No, I haven't. I've been approached by all of them. I've been in business 26 years, so I really don't have to drive with social media and a lot of other. But the millennials are the ones that I need to reach out to in this day and time. They don't like to do a lot of cooking. So yeah, I'm going to work with someone next year. I'm not sure. DoorDash has been worrying me for years. So I'm loyal to.
Well, they just have to wait
until first to sit down with me and talk with me.
They just have to wait until you're ready.
Oh yeah,
you just can't let anybody out there with your product, right?
A lot of people send their own delivery service down here to pick this food up, so I know that the ones that want to get it done
with your delivery service. So send your delivery service. What are your hours on New Year's Eve?
I'm going to try to honor my hours that I exist with every day. I'm 11 o'clock to 5:45 Monday through Thursday. I'm 11 o'clock to 6:45 Friday and Saturday. So if I can keep enough product in here, I will work up to 6:45 on Friday.
Okay, and he sells out. He has
Hey,
plenty, but he sells out. They
I
are
had
in
the
there before he
I had
is.
the best day of my life on Christmas Eve. I started online ordering on the www.babybackshack.com website. You can online order. And I just wasn't aware of what online was a game changer for this business. So I would definitely be gaming up and preparing and keeping stocked up because online is showing an impressive start for me.
Okay. Well, that is wonderful that now you have adapted their online presence. You adapted and you done wrapped your arms around that. Next year we're gonna figure out who's gonna deliver for us. So we'll make sure that we just keep spreading the word in your website. Is there anything else you would like to say before we sign off today, Mr. Clarence?
I would like to say it has been a pleasure. You've given me an opportunity. And I will seize this moment and continue to do a great job and support this restaurant, support my community. And you won't have a great barbecue experience until you get the Shack Attack.
The Shack Attack. I'll be there for the Shack Attack, and I look forward to talk. I always talk with the police officers and all your customers. Everybody is always so nice. So I'll be down to eat a potato and talk to you soon. And I want everybody to like and share. This is more than a ad. Share our live conversation so you can hear how passionate Mr. Clarence is about the work that he's provided for so many years, and we look forward to so many years to come.
And one more point I wanted to let you know, I've always given a 10% discount to our police officers, our City of Dallas employees, DISD, hospital. If you come in here with a badge and you say you're a civil servant or a federal employee, you get a 10% discount as long as my business is open.
Oh, you hear that? He taking care of the people that take care of us. That's what we do, right, Mr. Clarence?
Giving something back.
The people that take care of us. So,
yes,
being that he give discounts, I want to see a room full of the first responders down there. You all get a discount. Let's just bring in the New Year's Eve together with a rib or two and talk about our new plans. I'm gonna stop in and out a couple of times and
stay
mask
safe.
up.
Stay
Wear your
safe.
mask. Hold on. If you need a mask, I got a mask for you with Spoon Law Group. See, I keep my stuff handy.
We got some Shack masks we're going to have for sale starting in 22. I'm also working on some t-shirts and hoodies. So there are some Shack accessories coming down the line with the Shack rub.
Some Shack accessories. I'm just going to have a whole Shack
Shacking it up.
We're shacking it up. Mr. Clarence, I will talk to you soon. Everybody get down there, get your holiday food or just your food to stay in and enjoy your family and friends. Until next Wednesday, it will be a whole new year. So be safe, you guys. I'm praying for peace and prosperity. Until next week.
Thank you. God bless. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me.
I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.